Tell us about the opportunity for sort of mid-tail publishers who work with Brightcove as to integrate an ad network, and how easy is that and how is it implemented? So we hear about the big players a lot. What about the mid-tail players?
Yeah, so Brightcove's done a great job over the last 5 years of building a platform that allows publishers to easily connect into monetization sources, analytics providers, and that's what's really necessary. There's a lot of complexity in the video world, and Brightcove's done a great job with integrating with various third-party vendors like Tremor Video, like Yumi on the monetization side, with visible measures on the analytics side, and allows small publishers who might not have a technical team to be better able to leverage these technologies and take advantage of it and really be able to show the value of their traffic.
So how does that work for a publisher? In other words, can you select what sort of advertising you want? How much control does a publisher have about the ads that come through once they're hooked up with a network?
Yeah, so this isn't necessarily specific to Brightcove, but a lot of times these publishers will create direct relationships with ad networks, and it allows them to get these ads from these networks. These networks are able to sort of pick and choose the inventory they want, deliver the most appropriate campaigns to these publishers. But by using a platform like Brightcove, it doesn't require the publisher to do any sort of technical heavy lifting, and allows them to fully monetize their traffic without having to do a lot of technical plumbing.
So tell me about the media that's going in, pre-roll, overlay, in-stream, the kind of stuff that comes through the network, through the Brightcove player to publishers, and around some of the economics around that, CPMs.
Yeah, so we're still seeing a lot of the majority of campaigns from agencies are still in the CPM world. It takes a lot of time for the buyers to sort of latch on to a new pricing model. Google and YouTube have come up with TrueView, which allows the user to skip, which is great. That it introduces a level of control for the user. But now it's a little bit complicated because now the agency has a different pricing model. Tremor Video introduced about two or 3 years ago engagement pricing. The challenge with engagement pricing is that there is no industry definition of engagement, but all of these things are necessary to move the industry forward, because at the end of the day, the CPM, the cost per 1,000 views of your ad, isn't necessarily the best pricing model. So figuring out ways to sort of move the industry forward is really what's necessary.
And just going a little bit deeper on the Brightcove integration, so can you designate if you want pre-roll or mid-roll or overlay, or is it primarily just pre-roll?
Yeah, as a publisher, Brightcove provides an ad management UI so that you can pick and choose what works. In my mind, what a publisher needs to use is data to understand not what works in aggregate across every single publisher, or that I want pre-roll on all of my sports content, but starting to understand which types of users are engaging with an overlay, for example, or which types of users are best to serve a pre-roll in a mobile ad. And this requires data, this requires analytics. So the industry demands this both on the buy side and the demand side, data that helps drive decisioning.